Is it working? Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome. I hope you're all keeping well. Nice to be here on a Sunday evening as usual, particularly rainy Sunday. It's been a pretty rainy weekend. I'm going camping this weekend, so I went to go and pick up a tent from a friend yesterday, and then we tried to put it up in their garden and got completely rained on, and it's a bit of a disaster. So I spent most of today drying a tent in my tiny flat and trying to sort it all out. But hey ho, nice weekend nonetheless. Thank you all for being here, and I hope everyone's keeping well. Usual routine, I'm going to do a little warm up and then start teaching the song. So if everybody's prepped, let's do a little bit of warming up to get going, and start with just a little bit of shaking it out, hands, elbows, shoulders, and just generally loosening up. Shoulders round nice and slowly, and shoulders back the other way as well. Very good. And then heads round slowly, and slowly the other way. And hopefully your necks aren't clicking as much as mine is. Little rub of the jaw, bit of a massage on the cheekbones. Great. And then taking a nice big breath through your nose. And breathe it out really fast. And another big breath in. And this time breathing out slowly. We're going to do a couple more breaths in and just try and think about breathing nice and deep. So you should feel your tummy pushing out as you breathe in, and try and keep your shoulders where they are. So a couple more breaths in and just try and focus the breath nice and low, nice and deep. Here we go, breathing in and breathing out slowly. And one more big breath in. And this time out with a big sigh. Good. Let's do a little bit of singing to get going. Can we start just with a really soft hum on the tip of your lips? We'll have a with a little slide between the notes. 3, 4. Same thing again, but this time try and focus the sound like behind your nose, so it's more nasally. Type sound. 3, 4. Now to a really nice smooth R. 3, 4. R, E, and E. To an O. 3, 4. O, oo, and oo. Good. Whenever I'm doing those, I try and keep my head in the same position. So the only thing that's working is your kind of mechanism to make your voice work. But yeah, head, shoulders, and everything staying where they are. So you're really thinking about the sound and concentrating on your body, not kind of contorting to make things happen unnecessarily. Enough warming up. Let's get started on today's song. So I'm going to teach a song called The Storm Is Passing Over, which is a kind of old gospel tune, really. And it was suggested by Jenny Bourne many, many weeks ago. So sorry, Jenny, that's taken ages to get around to it. But it's a really good suggestion, and in a way, the perfect one to finish on. I say finish because I'm going to take a few weeks break after tonight, which I'll say a bit more later on, perhaps. But yeah, the storm is passing over, and also a very apt one for this weekend because it's been quite stormy. Only about 15 minutes ago, there was a big rainstorm, which was over in a flash. So we have got 4 harmony parts, as usual. I'll teach them as we go, but like I say every week, feel free to sing whatever feels right for you, even if you regularly sing soprano, alto, tenor, bass, whatever it might be. Tonight, jump on whatever part feels right, learn them all, learn one, entirely up to you, kind of find your own way through. The only thing I need to tell you in advance is that the words are in the description box under the video, and there's, as always, the chat function down the right hand side. So if you're logged into YouTube, you can leave little messages as we go, and I can read them all back at the end. So if you are here watching live, then do leave a little message so I know who's here. It's nice to have a read of those at the end. I think that's all the blurb and admin stuff out the way. Let's start doing some singing. So I'm just going to start by playing you a bit of the verse. Some of you may recognise this because I have done it with some of my groups, but not for a really, really long time. So it might be a little bit hazy or completely new. Here we go. So this is just a little intro to the verse section. It goes like this. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. And then we get into the chorus, which I'm going to save for later. So the great thing about this one is all the parts have nice, fun kind of tunes to sing. And it's kind of hard to know where the tune is because it gets passed around all the time and all the parts feel like they get the tune. But I'm going to start tonight with the basses, because basses I think you get in this one mostly the tune, particularly in these verse sections. So it goes, encourage my soul and let me journey on. I'll do that one more time. I'm just going to turn the reverb down a bit because it's a bit dramatic. Here we go. It comes in after 2. And 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Let's try that. 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Then same idea, just dropping down at the end. Though the night is dark and I am far from home. And 1. Though the night is dark and I am far from home. So those two phrases together go 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home. Then praise be to God, the morning light appears. I'll do that one more time. A similar idea, just slightly different jumps. Praise be to God, praise be to God. Not quite as far as before. After 1 and 1. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. Praise be to God. 3, 4, 1. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. Let's try the bass part from the beginning. Other harmony parts, feel free to sing along, even if you know you're going to sing a different part later on. Here we go, after 2. And 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. And then we're into our chorus. I'm going to do that one more time, this time with the harmony parts playing along as well, but I'll blast out the bass part on top. Here we go, and 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm. And then we're into our chorus. Let's just do that one more time before I teach the harmony parts, because all the parts have the same rhythm, so even if you are learning a harmony part, follow along, because it will all sync up in a minute. Here we go, same thing again, and 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The stop. And then we're into our chorus. I'm doing exactly the same thing now, but with the tenor parts. So tenor's really similar. You can start most of your phrases on the same notes. It's just the ends of those phrases, they're a little bit different. So your first phrase goes, encourage my soul and let me journey on. So you can hear it overlaps with the bass part a lot. I'll do it one more time. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. And 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me... Sorry, I messed it up. After 2 and 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Then, though the night is dark and I am far from home, though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. That's a little bit tricky, that last bit. I'll do that one more time. 1, 2. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. Let's try just from there. Praise be, and 1, 2. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. So the whole thing, tenors, goes 1, 2. Courage my soul and let... I keep doing that. Sorry, one more time. After 2 and 1, 2. Courage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm. Then we're into our chorus. Let's try that with the harmony parts. Here it comes. And 1, 2. Courage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm. I'm going to play now just the tenor and bass parts. So I'm going to take out the alto and soprano parts, just so you can hear those two parts together because they overlap loads. Here it comes. After 2 and 1, 2. Courage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is... Then we're into our chorus. Right, altos next. You have got, again starting on that same note, encourage my soul. You just jump right up. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. After 2 and 1, 2. Courage my soul and let me journey on. Then, though the night is dark and I am far from home. And 1. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. That's a little bit tricky, that last phrase. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. Let's just try that from praise. And 1. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. Should we try the whole thing? Encourage my 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. Let's let's try it now with our harmony parts. Here it comes. And 1, 2.
Courage my soul, and let me journey on. Though the night is dark, and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm.
So at the very end, morning light appears. You're actually lower than the tenor part just for that last note on appears, which is a bit of a catch. Okay, last but not least, we have our soprano part, which goes... you're the only group that start on a different note, and you're going to do encourage my soul and let me journey on. 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. I'm afraid for your verse section, the bit we're learning at the moment, it's all quite low in your voice, but when we get into the chorus, it lifts. I'll do that one more time. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Then, though the night is dark and I am far from home. One more time. Though the night is dark and I am far from home. Then, praise be to God. All on one note, bit of a catch. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. So up again at the end. Praise be to God, the morning light appears. Let me do the whole of the soprano part from the beginning. So we've got 1, 2. Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. With our harmony parts, but I will blast out soprano part on top. Here it comes, and 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over.
Then we're into our chorus. Let me just play the soprano and alto part together, only to be fair, because I did the tenor and bass part together. So here it comes, after 2, encourage my soul, sopranos, and encourage my soul, altos. Here we go, and 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears.
And now with our tenors and basses as well, so all 4 parts, and I'm not going to sing over the top, just so you can hear them nicely balanced. So tenors, basses, and altos, encourage my soul, or courage my soul, and sopranos, encourage my soul. Here we go, and 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears.
I'm going to play the chorus.
The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
So, even though that chorus section sounds like it's quite long and quite a lot to learn, the second half of it is basically exactly the same as the first half. So it's not as tricky as it might sound, and it won't take us long to get through it. I'm gonna do exactly the same order I did before. So I'll start with the basses. So basses, you have got. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. I'll do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. 1, 2, 3, 4. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. And then, this is the fun bit. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. I'll do that one more time. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. So that last bit. Hallelujah. And 1, 2. Hallelujah. So all those phrases together go 1, 2, 3, 4. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. And the third phrase is where it gets really strong. It starts soft on the voice. The storm is passing over. A little bit louder. The storm is passing over. Then strong. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Let's get all 4 parts up to there. So tenors. You're going to do. The storm is passing over. So quite a nice tune. The storm is passing over. 1, 2, 3, 4. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. So that second phrase is a bit fiddly. The storm is passing over. And that note on passing really bright. The storm is passing over. So we've got the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. And then the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. So the whole thing goes. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. One more time. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Let's try and do tenor and bass from there. So I'm going to play from the beginning with all 4 parts. When we get to the chorus bit that I've just taught, I'm just going to leave the tenors and basses in. So sopranos and altos, when we get to the chorus, just tune out for 15 seconds or something. But for the verse bit, we'll have everybody. Here we go. And 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears.
Tenors and basses.
The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Great. Let's get sopranos and altos up to there. Altos, you're going to do. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. So again, kind of the tune. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. And the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. And then the storm is passing over. That's a very bluesy on the way down. The storm is passing over. Da, da, da. So think nice and bluesy on the way down, and then really bright for hallelujah. So that phrase goes, the storm is passing over, hallelujah. And again, the storm is passing over, hallelujah. So the whole thing goes, the storm is, 1, 2, 3, 4. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. And I'll do that one more time before I get the sopranos going. 1, 2, 3, 4. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. And sopranos, exactly the same idea. Where have I got to? Hallelujah. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. I'll do that one more time. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Then, the storm is passing over. Hallelujah. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. So the whole thing goes 2, 3, 4. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. Whole thing. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. So now I'm going to play from the beginning again with all 4 parts, and then when we get to the chorus bit, I'm just going to leave the sopranos and altos in so they can hear those 2 parts together. So here we go, back to the beginning. Encourage my one. Here we go, and 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears.
Sopranos and altos, and
the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
everybody.
Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
So you can hear we go back to the section I've just taught you, but there's a middle bit which we haven't done yet, which is where all the fun happens, and it's a little bit fiddly, but worth persisting with because it will be definitely the funnest bit. And this time I'm going to start with the altos, because altos, you have the tune, you kind of lead us into this with a run. You're going to go hallelujah, hallelujah. After 2 and 1, 2, hallelujah. And then you're going to do all off the beat, so it's a little bit confusing. In fact, I'm going to do it in context so you can hear the whole thing. It goes 1, 2, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So those stabs, kind of really short, sharp notes go, hallelujah, hallelujah. After 1, 3, 4, 1. Hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time. After 1, 3, 4, 1. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And again. And 1. Hallelujah, hallelujah. In fact, everybody should sing this because the rhythm is the hardest part and all the parts have the same rhythm. So 3, 4, 1. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Now we're going to put this kind of slide on the end. So it's going to go hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Again. Yeah. So now we're going to try and put all of that together. So it goes 1, 2. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. One more time. 1, 2. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And last tiny detail is we're going to go back into the storm at the end. So hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm is passing over. So back to the part you had before. So just before I teach the next part, let's just try it all the way through, or just for the altos. Ha, and 1, 2. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm is passing over. Then we're back into that. Good. I'll teach the soprano part next. So sopranos, tenors and basses, you join in on lu. So you hear the hallelujah, and then you land on the chord, which is on lu. So sopranos, you're going to go Hallelujah, 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 the storm. So I'll do that slowly. So you've got Hallelujah, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah. And then same off the beat stabs, and it's going to go Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. So let's go from the Luya. 1, 2, 3, 4. Luya, hallelujah, hallelujah. So not too tricky until this bit. Yeah, the storm. I'll do that one more time. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the storm. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the storm. So the whole thing goes and Hallelujah, 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 the storm. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah, 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 the storm. Back into the chorus. So I think before I teach the tenor and bass part, just so we can hear that in context, let's go back to the beginning and hear up to there. And when we get to that bit, I'll just take the tenors and basses out so that you can hear just those soprano and alto parts together. But for now, everybody from Encouraged by and 1. Oh, sorry, I keep doing that. I need to press it when I say 1, which is what's confusing me. Here we go. And 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears.
Everybody.
The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Just sopranos and altos.
Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over.
And we know this bit.
The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
So we're so nearly there. Let's just get the tenors and basses in for that bit we just did with the sopranos and altos. I'll do the bass part next. So tenors, hold tight for 20 seconds. You're here, the altos do there. Halle. Their note on ha is your first note. So you're going to go Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Let's just do Hallelujah, hallelujah. After 1, 3, 4, 1. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And again. And 1. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So now we're going to go Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Great. And now Ya the storm, which is tricky. Dee 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 dee. Ya the storm. 2, 3, 4. Ya the storm is. So now we'll do Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm. 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm. 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm is passing over. Back into what we know. Good. Tenors, let's get you involved. So exactly the same idea. You're going to do Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm. Tricky. Let's just do Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And now we'll do Ya the storm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ya the storm. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ya the storm. Back to Hallelujah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The storm is passing over. Good. Let's now do exactly as we did before, all 4 parts up until that bit, and then I'll just leave in the tenors and basses so you can hear just their parts together. Before we piece the whole thing together, here we go, back to the beginning. So, encourage my, and 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears.
Everybody,
The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
just tenors and basses.
Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing
Everybody else.
over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
And that's all there is to it. So that's all the note learning done. A tricky one, and lots of notes in there, so plenty to get your head around. I'm going to run it through. I'm going to very, very quickly skim through each part so you get a quick refresh, and you can practice joining those bits together, because I realise I taught the whole thing really, really quickly. If you want to refresh any of it, you can always rewind this video in real time or watch it again at the end. I know sometimes I go a little bit too fast, so yeah, if that is the case, apologies, but yeah, feel free to rewind and have a quick refresh of any of the bits. Okay, I'll very quickly skim through each part, starting with our basses. So I'll play all parts, but just sing the bass part. Here it comes, and 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Same again with the tenors.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Altos.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
One moment.
Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Sopranos.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Okay, that's all 4 parts refreshed. I'm going to suggest we sing it all the way through without me screaming one of the parts over the top, and I'll just concentrate on doing my best clicking. Let me just have a quick swig of water and we'll get stuck into it. Okay, here we go. The storm is passing over. So, encourage my... And 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears.
Soft.
The storm is passing over.
A little bit more.
The storm is passing over.
And strong.
The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Altos.
Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over.
A little bit more.
The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
And that's it. Let's do it one more time straight away while it's fresh. And this time I won't shout things out as we go through, but always those, the storm is passing over. 3 phrases. The first one softer, the second one a little bit more, and the third one nice and strong, ready to lead into the hallelujah. And when we get to that chord after that alto run, that's probably the loudest point of the song, so it needs to really ring out. Here we go, from the top one more time. Encourage my... I'm going to run it twice this time. First time through, sing as we've learnt it. Second time through, if you want to throw in any ad-libs, any extra improvisations, if you hear anything else in there, stick it in. Particularly when we get to the chorus bits, where it's just, so joyful, you can chuck in anything else you want on top. Here we go, from the top. Encourage my... And 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
One more go. 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
And there we have it. The storm is passing over. Thanks everybody. Thanks for being here, and I hope you've enjoyed learning that song. We'll sing it again one more time to finish in a minute, but before we do, a couple of quick things to say. Where have I put my notes? Here. So yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, this is going to be the last couch chorus for a little while. I'm going to take August off, firstly because I'm going camping next week and I'm getting out of London, which I'm really looking forward to, although the weather is not looking so great for camping, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I've also got a couple of other projects in August which I want to concentrate on. The first of which is a kids singing project called Fallen Feathers. Quite a few people were in touch with me, particularly at the start of lockdown, asking whether I knew of any singing opportunities for young people or kids. And at the time I didn't really have anything to offer, but the summer holidays seemed like a good time to engage with that. So I've written a little piece which is kind of about kids' relationship with nature. So if you've got young people at home, if you know young people, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, anything like that who like singing, then please send it their way. I launched it this week, so there's a video on my YouTube channel. It's called Fallen Feathers, And yeah, I'd be really grateful if you could spread the word to any young people who might want to get involved. I don't do loads of stuff with kids anymore. I used to do a lot more stuff, but yeah, in the last few years I've been doing slightly less and less, so I don't have those same networks, but I know lots of parents and people like that. So if yeah, if you are a parent or auntie, grandma, grandpa, whatever, yeah, send it to anyone who might want to be involved, and I'll have that ready to go in September, I'm hoping. So that'll be a bit of work this August, but I'm also working on another project which will be for the autumn term, which will be a virtual choir like the one I did before, but this time anyone can get involved, so it won't be kids specific, it'll be open to anyone, but I'm going to try and write it this August, ready to go in the autumn. So if you want to find out more about that, I've left a link to my mailing list under the video, which is also a good place to find out about Couch Chorus, because I'll probably bring it back in September sometime, depending on what happens with lockdown restrictions, etc., and whether we can all be singing again. It's looking very unlikely that we'll be singing again anytime soon, which is, you know, very sad, but the situation we find ourselves in. So if that is the case, I will probably be bringing Couch Chorus back in some shape or form in the autumn. So yeah, if you'd like to be kept up to date with that, then subscribe to my mailing list, which I think is probably the easiest way for me to communicate with all of you. Or subscribe to this YouTube channel, because then you'll get updates whenever I put a new video out. And I am going to put some videos out during August. I've got a recording of a song called Bright Morning Star, which some of you may know, which I've just done with me and my loop machine. So if you want a bit of a sing, I'll put that out during August, so you can tune into that and have a sing along. I won't teach it in the way that I've been doing with Couch Chorus, but it'll be just a performance really. I don't want to leave you in the lurch, so if you are looking for singing projects during August, then please send me an email. I'm really happy to point you in the direction of other things that are going on. I've got a few friends who are running projects across the summer. I'll be doing occasional bits as well, so if you want to have some August singing, then send me an email and I'm happy to point in the direction of other things going on. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. Oh yeah, I've left a link to something called Buy Me a Coffee under this video, which is a way that you can support this project, and thank you very much to everybody who has supported over the past 18 weeks, is it? Something like that. Yeah, maybe I think it's number 18, so yeah, a really big thank you. And yeah, I know this isn't the end of Couch Chorus, it'll definitely be back at some point, but I just also wanted to say a really big thank you to everybody who's tuned in, whether you've tuned in a couple of times, or I know some people have tuned in pretty much every week, which is amazing. So thank you so much for singing with me every Sunday. It's been a real lifeline for me, actually. Really important to feel connected to all of the people that I usually sing with, and yeah, so thank you so much for being a part of it. I will definitely be back in September or soon after, but yeah, August I'm taking off. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's do one more sing through before we finish. This feels like the perfect one to lead us into a break because it's so hopeful. So back to the top, I'll just check we're in the same pitch. Encourage my soul. I'll run it twice through, same as last time. First time as is, second time throw in any ad-libs you want to. Here we go. Encourage my... And 1, 2.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
One more time.
Encourage my soul and let me journey on. Though the night is dark and I am far from home, praise be to God, the morning light appears. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah. 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 The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a really great summer, and I will look forward to seeing you again sometime in the autumn. But yeah, thanks so much for the past 18 weeks and for tonight. And yeah, take good care of yourselves. Have a great summer, and see you all sometime soon. That is it for tonight.